In an unexpected moment, the K-pop world was once again shocked by an event that shook the feelings of fans to the deepest roots. Not because of a grand comeback, not because of a new song release, but something much deeper, more human, and more heartfelt, an encounter that seems simple, but holds millions of meanings. It is a sacred moment between a child who has returned from the field of devotion, BTS's Jungkook, and the woman who has brought him into the world, the mother. And when happy tears, loving hugs, and sincere words were captured in a private moment that was then leaked to the public, the ARMY world immediately exploded in anger and pride that could not be stopped. It's no secret that Jungkook is known to be a very secretive idol when it comes to his family. Although she occasionally slipped in a little story about her mother, there was never a direct moment captured on camera or conveyed to the media about their emotional meeting. But this time, everything changed. A 2-minute video circulating on a closed-door fan forum showed Jungkook, who had just come out of a military training center, running towards a middle-aged woman standing in front of a gate. There's no doubt, that's his mother. And when Jungkook hugged her, his arms were tied as if he wanted to return the lost time. That's when the whole world seemed to stop spinning. The shaky camera recorded those sacred moments, tears dripping, silent words and hugs breaking through the boundaries of the screen. The video spread like wildfire in the middle of the dry season. Netizens were stunned. The ARMY is crying. Even non-fans couldn't resist Haru. This is Jungkook. This is him when he becomes not an idol, not a global superstar, not a golden magne, but only a boy goes home in his mother's arms, wrote one of the big fanbase accounts on X, formerly Twitter, which instantly garnered more than 2 million likes in just a few hours. In the comments, thousands of ARMY from different parts of the world pour out their hearts. Some wept at how Jungkook looked down at his mother like a child apologizing for being gone for so long. There are those who feel proud to see a global superstar not hesitate to show his most tender human side. But what happened after that caused no less controversy. Because behind that sweet moment, hidden a secret that has been covered by the agency. Apparently, according to a leaked report from one of HYB's former staffers who did not want to be named, the moment of the meeting should not have happened in a public place. Initially, the agency planned to meet Jungkook and his family in a private area with no media access. However, Jungkook refused. She said, "I want my mother to greet me like a normal child would. I don't want to hide. I want the world to know that I am also the child of someone who waits for me every day." The sentence, according to the staff, was delivered in a trembling but confident tone. "You know," said the staffer, "Jungkook is one of the few idols who really never pretends." And here lies its emotional climax. Jungkook had written a letter to his mother during his enlistment. He did not send the letter, but he kept it and delivered it directly during the meeting. In the video, Jungkook's hand slipped a white envelope into his mother's hand before they parted for a moment to return to the vehicle. The fans, of course, immediately speculated and disassembled the contents of the letter. A few days later, an anonymous insider claiming to be an internal translator at HYBE leaked the contents of the letter. And the content makes anyone who reads it unable to hold back tears. "While I was there, in the cold barracks and away from the world I was used to, only one face kept appearing in my dreams. Not the stage, not the spotlights, but your face, Iyama. I remember how you used to catch the bus just to make sure I didn't forget my lunch. I remember how you held back tears behind the bedroom door when I said I wanted to go to Seoul. And now, I know that everything I do will never be enough to pay for all your love. But today, let me hug you and say, I've come home. Your son has returned. And I love you more than my own life." It didn't take long for the letter to go viral. Platforms like TikTok and Instagram were flooded with reaction content from fans. Videos of the ARMY reading the letter in tears filled the feed for days. Many claimed to miss their mother, and some even said they wanted to call her as soon as they read the letter. Jungkook taught us that no matter how high you fly, home is always in a mother's arms, wrote one fan from Brazil. But the controversy flared up again when some questioned why such an intimate and important moment could be leaked to the public. Many accused HYB of deliberately leaking the video in order to improve her image and gain sympathy. This accusation was immediately strongly denied by fans and even some journalists who witnessed the events firsthand. They testified that the video was taken by fans by accident and initially shared only in a small scope. But even if HYB knew and deliberately spread it, would it be wrong? Don't we all need something real and touching in the midst of a frenetic entertainment industry full of falsehoods? Said a journalist from a well-known South Korean magazine. The moment of meeting Jungkook and his mother also opened up a broader discussion about how the public too often forgets the human side of idols. They're not robots programmed to constantly look perfect. They're children, relatives, lovers, friends, and human beings. And when Jungkook showed that side so honestly, without barriers, without censorship, he reminded the world that true love doesn't need a stage, doesn't need a mic, just a pair of hands hugging sincerely. This story also sparked a wave of writing and poetry from fans. On various forums, from Weverse to Reddit, the soldiers wrote poems for Jungkook and his mother. Some even make short songs as a form of appreciation. In such a short time, the moment not only went viral, but also formed a small movement to re-realize the importance of family relationships in the midst of busy life and fame. Shortly after the video took center stage, Jungkook finally opened up in a short live broadcast from his room. With a slightly hoarse voice and puffy eyes, he said, "I didn't expect all of this to go viral. But to be honest, I'm happy. Because now the world knows how much I love my mother. I'm not perfect. I make a lot of mistakes. But there is one thing that will never go wrong. I always go home to mom. And to you, Army, I hope you also go home to those who love you." The remark struck the hearts of fans like lightning in broad daylight. Comments flooded the live broadcast with the words, "Thank you, Jungkook. We are proud of you. And your mother must be so proud." Some fans even sent letters to HYB thanking Jungkook's mother for giving birth and raising such a wonderful child. In the midst of all that excitement, one thing is increasingly clear. The love of a mother and daughter goes far beyond the limits of the stage, popularity, and the world of entertainment. That little moment, which should only be a personal event, instead becomes a lesson to the world. And therein lies the real magic. Because sometimes, the most touching thing is not a grand concert or a victory on the charts, but one hug and a whisper, "I miss you, Yama." Not only did it stop at the emotional outburst that rocked social media, Jungkook and his mother's warm meeting apparently created a wider wave, not just in the emotional realm of the army, but also in the South Korean entertainment industry, and even in the hearts of other idols who witnessed the moment with their own eyes. The domino effect caused by the video is no joke. A simple encounter captured on camera in seconds turns out to have the power to break through layers of feelings, open old wounds, and inspire a generation to return to the roots of the family. Not long after the viral video went viral, some of BTS's fellow members gave an implied response, although the agency has yet to arrange an official press conference. RM, the leader, wrote on his Weverse account a short sentence, "There is no greater love than that of a mother," followed by a fall leaf emoji symbolizing the transition season, a poetic symbol that Jungkook and his mother's hearts have gone through the cold period of separation. Jimin, who is known to be very close with Jungkook, shared a childhood photo of the two of them with the caption, "He's the same kid who always hugs his mother first after crying."